What's going on, everybody? My name is AJ,
I'm Frankie.
and we are the Den of Weebs. Just gonna try and get right into this video. My friend Spencer sent me a post, and it showed that this song just came out. And I was reading about it. I don't know which member of the band, but they're talking about how this song is about their grandmother that has passed away. Um, so I'm a bit interested in this just because like Spirit Box is a very heavy band. So I'm kind of interested in seeing what happens here. So, are you ready?
I am indeed ready, my friend.
All right. Three, two, one, go.
Yeah, you know it's real when it shows like the home videos.
I saw you again
Okay.
where we used to stand and talk for hours. I can smell the flowers. I tried to see the good in everything. Now that you've gone, can I say you're driving sweater? It's like I'm catching you with your gun. Your fingers leave a hole next to mine, and every dust the road within my mind, and every night I drown within the bed. I know the thoughts are just dead, reminding of the beautiful times. For better days have gone away, but your words have burned so dead badly. To say I could forgive the dread that you played undone misery. The days grow long, the years
Pause
shine
it real quick.
bright.
So I have to touch on this now.
Yeah.
So the same way we had talked about in other videos, like specifically like with like Constance, Rule of Nine, stuff like that, where like bands very much match the instrumentals and the sound for the emotion of the music. Like not just like the tempo or like the pacing of it, but the actual like tone to give like the vibe it's looking for. Like this has a lot of like ambient sound that like feels very distant. Like it feels like super, if like distant is the best word I can explain for it, because that's kind of how it feels like, when someone you love passes.
Hmm.
Like you kind of feel like separated and like isolated. And the instrumentals for this song, and like even his vocals, but specifically the instrumentals, are like perfectly giving that feeling off
Yeah.
of that like kind of like distance between you and everything else, and especially from that person that passed, and just like that isolated feeling. Like it's really cool. Like I like it, and it
I
makes it feel.
I love Tom Barber's vocals, and he's like one of my favorite deathcore vocalists of like all time. And like this just goes to show like
Like he's
dude,
versatile.
it's insane. Like he's hitting different stuff than he normally does, and it's just
Yeah.
crazy. At
Yeah,
least
it's
I
it's
think
cool.
it's him. I think it's him. Who knows? It could be the drummer,
I think it
but
is, because
it
I've heard,
sounds
like, if you
exactly
hear
like
it,
him.
like, in any of his other songs,
Yeah,
you can hear his voice ring out through
yeah,
it, even, like, before he does, like, full screams and, like,
hmm,
gutturals,
yeah,
and even through that, like, I definitely think this is him. If it's
yeah,
not, I'd be surprised.
yeah.
But,
Same.
no,
But
I mean,
it's just like, dude, what can't he do with his voice?
well, that's the cool thing is, like, with a lot of bands, that do like purely like scream or like hardcore vocals or extreme vocals, I guess is like the more proper term for it. You forget that in order to scream well, you at least have to have a base understanding or skill set with normal singing. So even if like they're not the best like singers, they're not fucking Freddie Mercury or Brendan Urie level, like they can still sing. And I think it's cool hearing this because you get to see like his versatility. Like, yeah, I can fucking scream, like do gutturals all day, but I can also sing well. Like, and it's cool because it allows them to make a song like this that gives like a complete. And this just goes just like what we were running through every time we've watched one of their videos. Like we have gotten a completely different look, sound, and feel from every
Yeah.
single song. None of the three have been the same.
Right.
None of the three have been the same. And like first one, we got like a crazy, like almost corn sounding vibe from them. That was obviously just like fucking deathcore shit. Then the second one was like a completely different feel, and then now we get like this like really like somber sounding like softer song, and it could get heavier.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't, but we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. All right. Where are you at?
Too flat.
Okay. Cool. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'll never forget the time between you and I. Between you and I. I try to see the good in everything. Now that you've gone away, can I get a chance between us? It's like I'm catching you with danger. Your fingers play with home back to mine. And every time the road within my mind. And every night I drop within again. I know the thoughts I just had remind me of the beautiful things. The beautiful things. I know the thoughts I just had remind me of the beautiful things. I try to see the good in everything. Now that you've gone away, can I get a chance between us? It's like I'm catching you with danger. Your fingers play with home back to mine. And every time the road within my mind. And every night I drop within again. I know the thoughts I just had remind me of the beautiful things. I saw you again, where we used to stand and talk for hours. I can smell the flowers.
Okay.
Fuck, man, that hit me
Yeah.
right in the feels.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's
Holy shit.
actually his grandpa in the video, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure when you were seeing the home videos, like they look similar. Like
Yeah.
obviously you can get actors that look similar, but I guess it was really his grandfather there. But like for one, I love that when bands like have a really like personal song and they use
Mm-hmm.
like home videos like that, because whoever that was obviously his grandparents in the music video, and the kid they're holding is, I'm guessing, them.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of adds that extra layer to it. But like the other thing that really hits me is like that very ending of the song where like he's hugging the ghost and
Yeah.
then the other person comes up and grabs him and no one's there. Because I think anyone who's like ever like been like in love with someone knows that feeling, whether that person is past or like you separate and like there's really strong feelings there, and you get those moments where like you have those moments where you feel like you can see them or feel them
Yeah.
there, like it's like a tangible feeling,
Hmm.
and then obviously nothing's there.
Yeah.
So like for me, I had personal experience with that, so that part really
Yeah. Same here.
like yeah, like really fucking hit home.
Yeah.
But like I really liked it because like obviously it's no secret like his vocal style isn't super up my alley, but especially like in the chorus I definitely liked, even though the sound isn't super my speed, I do like how he used his like range to like when he would yell, it seemed like it created really kind of like the As Everything Unfolds, the last song you listened to from
Hmm.
them was, where it was
Like,
like you could hear the desperation
yeah, you can feel
and
the
like the
pain in his
pain in it.
voice. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I like that. I really like when vocalists do that and kind of just really let the emotion come in because it makes the song hit that much harder.
Yeah. One thing that this kind of reminded me of is some of his vocals in this, and people are gonna probably hate me for saying this, but it reminds me of Ollie from Bring Me the Horizon. He strayed away from his deathcore vocals and he started doing a lot of what he was doing in this song.
Mhm.
But like he wrote a lot of like deep stuff, and it's like it was like a lot of like his struggle with addiction and everything like that, and then like heartbreak, and you can actually like feel the pain in his voice when he's like screaming, and like
Mhm.
I got that in this song
Yeah.
100%. it was
Yeah.
it
I
was
agree.
just like, yeah, this is a really good song, and I'm like very happy to see that they just like don't care. Like they're
Yeah.
just gonna release what they want to release,
Yeah, and
which
I
is
think
really
that's how
cool.
you have to be to I think to be a really there's like two types of artists, right? There's ones that can just like read the trends really well and can just constantly ride the wave as like trends in the music scene shifts, and they just always stay relevant because they're always changing. Like perfect example of that is like the Gorillas. Like the Gorillas is like one dude who does it in, like all the music, one dude who does the animations, and they get like popular vocalists to do the vocals. And because that style is so versatile and they can just change with whatever the current like climate is in music, they're always relevant. Like they're always going to be in the mix of like good artists. And then you have artists like this where they're just like fuck whatever generally is in this genre and whatever the current trends are, we're going to make the music that we love and that we're invested in and what we feel, and the fan base that connects to that ends up becoming a very loyal
Yeah,
fan base.
I see
Like they
them. I see them getting a lot of like fans that are like Ginger fans and like Spirit Box
Mhm.
fans. Like it's gonna be very much
Yes.
of a cult following that they get, and I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, like it's like as their music style shifts like from album to album or from time to time as they like, evolve or they try out new things, they are they're going to shift fans from who obviously were much more into deathcore and maybe they're not much into like the new stuff, but they're always going to have that core fan base there that is going to stick with them regardless of what they do.
Yeah,
And that's super advantageous because no matter what you do, you're always going to have that core fan base that's going to listen to your stuff. And that comes from just not worrying about that core fan base. It's just doing what you love and what you're feeling and those fans stick with you because they appreciate and they love that about you.
Yeah.
And I 100%, it's just like you said, Ginger is one of those bands. I think Spirit Box is one of those fans. I think Landmarks is one of those bands. Like, I absolutely can see them having that super loyal fan base
Mhm.
because, I mean, how can you not? Like, all three, I mean, just the 3 songs we listened to were so different. I can't imagine listening to like a fucking full, like 2 full albums.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like a fucking buffet.
Yeah. It's insane. Like, I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what else they do. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'll close the video out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for like this is going a lot differently than you and I thought it was gonna go.
100%.
So just thank you for everybody that has stopped by. If you're like a returning subscriber, thank you. If you found us on TikTok, the TikTok's been doing pretty okay. So if you came here from TikTok, thank you. Also, make sure you like the video. It helps us in the like never-ending abyss of the algorithm of YouTube. And leave a comment. Like, I want to hear what you guys think about this song. And subscribe to keep up and hit the bell. The bell will let you know when a new video comes out. So that's it. Goodbye.